A long, long time ago, back when mankind first began, there were two brothers, so they say. God wanted a sacrifice, so Abel gave him something nice, but Cain just didn't quite know how to play. And though he thought it was a winner, his sacrifice made him a sinner, like Mom and Dad before. The choice he made was piss poor. He said he's not his brother's keeper, but that just made his trouble deeper. And God cut him off from the reaper the day that Abel died. So bye bye, Mr. Sun in the sky. Cammy elders flee to shelters in their towers on high, and the suburb boys scream that Gehenna is nigh, saying this will be the night we all die. This will be the night we all die. Do you believe in the jihad, or do you read the book of Nod, though the Camarilla tells you no? Do you believe in Gehenna, and believe in the final night when the antediluvians make the Vitae flow? Well, I know you're into diablerie from the way you're trying to eat me. Tremere sank in his fangs, but it was his soul that sprang. Well, they thought it was a stroke of luck when immortality was struck, but everyone was truly fucked the day that Abel died. So now I'm singing bye bye, Mr. Sun in the sky. Cammy elders flee to shelters in their towers on high, and the suburb boys scream that Gehenna is nigh, saying this will be the night we all die. This will be the night we all die. Now, centuries later we stand, tied by blood but divided by clans. But that's not how it was at first. Cain's child sired their own spawn, who ate them and now they're all gone. Man, those guys are just the fucking worst. And when Grandpa saw what they had done, well, at that point Cain was fucking done. He cursed them and walked away, and it lingers to this day. So now we wonder if history is fact or just a fantasy, and if we really came to be the day that Abel died. And while we're singing bye bye, Mr. Sun in the sky, Cammy elders flee to shelters in their towers on high, and the suburb boys scream that Gehenna is nigh, saying this will be the night we all die. This will be the night we all die. A beast I am, less a beast I've become. That's the general rule of thumb, though any meaning it has ceased. It's a paradox, much like we are. How do we know when we go too far, or whether humans are the beauty or the beast? Now the Dark Ages were a golden time, and the elders ascended the climb. The young scrambled up the tower, but at the 11th hour, well, the foundation went and fell apart, and so now we fell back to the start, while cursing deep within our hearts the day that Abel died. And now we're singing bye bye, Mr. Sun in the sky. Can he yell the splinter shelters in the towers on high? And the suburb boys scream that Gehenna is nigh, saying this will be the night we all die. This will be the night we all die. Oh, blood for blood, our child is bound, until the night our blood's watered down and our generation grows too thin. So the grandsires of the sect fear the legend they claim to reject, how the kites have caused the end times to begin. And as I watched them call the hunts, my hands were bound by these fucking cunts. God cursed his creation. Well, like Father, like Son, and we struggle with no end in sight, and all the dead are bid to fight. The war began to own the night, the day that Abel died. They're all singing bye bye, Mr. Sun in the sky. Cammy elders flee to shelters in their towers on high, and the suburb boys scream that Gehenna is nigh, saying this will be the night we all die. This will be the night we all die. I met a girl who cried the end was coming just around the bend, but no one wants to hear the call. I went down to Elysium, but when I arrived there for some reason no cadavers filled the hall. And in the streets the child screamed, the thin bloods cried, the anarchs dreamed. They all became ashen when the church came a-crashing. And the three sects I know wore the most, the Cam, Sabbat and Free State Coast. They'll see the sun and they will roast, all because Abel died. And all while singing bye bye, Mr. Sun in the sky. Cammy elders flee to shelters in their towers on high, and the suburb boys scream that Gehenna is nigh, saying this will be the night we all die. This will be the night we all die. They'll be singing bye bye, Mr. Sun in the sky. Cammy elders flee to shelters in their towers on high, and the suburb boys scream that Gehenna is nigh, saying this will be the night we all die.